Mm, 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 mm.
Toute sa vie. TNT, TNT, TNT,
Trinidad, queen of the songs we sing. From Indo-African roots, our rhythm spring. In African beat and Indian sway, calypso echo in the lyrics today. Inspiration rise to echo she free. Our steel pan born for all to see.
All right.
But tribal politics divide we so. Forget the noise, be one family whole. Crown with the rainbow, she shines so bright. Trinidad Tobago, proclaim the light. Carnival glory, biggest show on earth. Where we are tonight, feel the rebirth in the African pride. We take over the street in abandonment free. To the rhythm we meet. Silver notes blown up, southeast and west. TNT rise up, we the best.
TNT rise up,
All right.
TNT rise up, TNT rise up,
Mm.
TNT rise up. See the box story?
All right. So, if you're now joining my live, which there's no one here, that's okay. uh, Basically, what I'm working on right now is I'm trying to build a music video. But the challenge I gave myself today was okay, I have all my stack of tools that I use. Can I build a music video using Canva, Sora, Flova.ai, CapCut, and as much as possible, make the video feel like a legitimate video? I mean, like a music video using AI. You're going to know it's AI. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to put my own skills to the test. So I'm challenging myself right now. I have a song that I picked out already. Okay, the song that I picked is I'm gonna go over to Flova AI. A song that I generated using Music GPT. So if you guys don't know what Music GPT is, link in the description below. Please use the link so that I can get some credits here to keep this business going. Oh man, I wish there was a quicker way to search this song. Maybe there is. Let me go to Island Groove, Soca Breeze. Is it this one? Maybe it's that one.
Hands up, Dolo. Watch how the rhythm move. Watch how the bloodline prove. No games tonight. Strictly boss energy. Don't wine it slow. So for me, the dollar.
That one nice. I like that one, but that's not the song I used. I have to use this current song. Where is it? Anyway, so I went into here. I created a prompt. Okay, I created the lyrics, and I dropped these lyrics in, and I told Music GPT generate the song for me. Song's been generated. As you can see, I have been busy at work. I mean, I have almost 300 songs in here that I've generated that are on my desktop. And you can see right here on my desktop. You can see right here I have all my stuff. This is months of work that I have ahead of me. So I've generated music that I want to work with. I got to edit, I got to cut, I got to splice. So don't think like when people think that you're using AI, they somehow think like somehow you just make an AI do all the work. No, it's far from it. You have more work to do. All AI really does for you is it speeds up the creative process. So it's like if it would take me, 2 weeks or a week to develop one song of focused work, I've just cut that time down to 1 hour. So in 1 hour, I have already come up with an idea of the song. I like it, sounds good, I want to use it. Now the real work, this is where the rubber meets the road. I got to figure out how to take that song and develop. Now in the old days, what I used to do was I would go to ChatGPT or I'd go to Grok. Let me go to Grok real quick. And I would download tons of where is it? Let's go with imagine. I would develop tons of images one by one by one, and I would put it in a folder on my desktop, like this folder right here, thumbnails and banners. And I would save all my thumbnails in here that I want to use that I would develop on Grok. And then I would go to video content. I have a folder that I call video content, and I download all my video assets into here. So these are all individual videos I've created using Sora, using ChatGPT, using Grok, Gemini. Wherever I could pull one last credit, I would generate an image. And then I would go into a program like CapCut. So I'll pull up here for you in a second. Okay. So I've developed, I'm trying to kind of give you a snapshot of what's going on here, how long this takes. Right. And let's say I'll open a project that I've already been working on. Let's use um maybe this project. Okay. This lo-fi project. This lo-fi project took me something like I think it took me maybe 2 days, 2.5 days to stitch together all the images and to put together the work and to get the video in place and to put all those images that I just showed you, that folder, and create what I create. Oh, I forgot the memory. One thing, guys, you're going to learn about doing this kind of work real quick is that the type of hardware you have is very important, very crucial. Um, Let me make sure my properties are set up. Yep, okay. Oh man, this is taking forever. Oh, it's because it's downloading. I don't want to. I want to cancel, 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 cancel. Come on, man. Oh shoot. Can I close it? Oh, yep. There we go. Interface being loaded. Wait a minute. Oh, here we go again. All right, guys. It looks like I had to download a bunch of stuff to get this thing open. My freaking uh this is the one problem with cloud, and I don't like cloud for this reason, is that it has to upload to the cloud and then it gets stored on the cloud 100%, and it has to download every single file from the cloud in order to show up in my CapCut or whatever I'm doing. And this process is so slow. It just kills so much time. In the old days, everything was just locally stored. And now, if you don't notice, OneDrive has this thing where it automatically defaults, takes everything off your hard drive and uploads it to their cloud. And so every time you need to use a file, it has to go back to the cloud, pull it back down to your hard drive, and then you get to work. So that's why this took so long, right? Which sucks. So I should have had all this queued up on a live before going into this. Here we go. I'm still stuck. I'm going to close this. I'm going to try to close it. Close program. I'm not even going to waste my time with that yet. I'm going to try to open CapCut on the side and let it just remain queued up and loaded. Anyway, so let me give you the highlights so far. Okay, I download all my assets using ChatGPT or whatever to make my images. Let me show you an example of an image that I made. There's a sample, right? Here's one. That's an example of an asset. So I would download, or maybe, this girl right here on the beach. Right? Now, the reason I have these assets or these multiple different types of files is when I'm creating these videos that you see on my channel, I will have these as the backdrop and I would splice them in and edit them accordingly. And I try to usually to put things that are in line with uh, the song or the music that I'm playing. I want it to match up with the music I'm playing. Like this was supposed to be part of my meditation videos or, water flowing, sound, river, meditative contemplation, whatever. So this is my lo-fi girl. So I'll have lo-fi music playing and this playing in. Now the reason I'm showing you all this was a lot of work. This is days and days of writing the prompt, trying to figure out what I want, downloading it, keeping it on my hard drive, editing the video. And then I come across this particular tool, Flova AI. Now, Flova.ai, now I'm not a sponsor, so I'm not getting paid to show you this. What Flova AI would do is exactly everything I just showed you there, automated. So I would type in here, I would upload the song. I said, here's the song. I uploaded the song I want to use. This is the song I want to go with.
We culture, we hold it tight. Vibe so sweet, everything feels alright. From Port of Spain to every line tonight. We culture, shining bright.
Okay, I generated that song using Music GPT. All right, so I generated a song using ChatGPT. Now, I use ChatGPT to help me come up with the idea, to write the lyrics, and then I would put the lyrics into like something like Notepad. Okay, I'm speeding up a process for you guys to kind of give you guys an idea of how much work this takes, because a lot of people, and then I would paste the lyrics in here, and then I would edit and whatever. Then once I finish having the lyrics sounding the way I wanted to sound, I would copy this and paste it into Music GPT in the lyrics section. So you would go here, I'd click on lyrics, I would paste my lyrics in here, and I would put my prompt in here, and then I would generate the song I want to generate. When it's completed, the song will show up in here. It usually takes about a minute or 2 minutes, roughly. And it'll give you like two versions, right? See, like there's two versions here that it generated for me in my last example. I tried to show you guys. So once I have the two versions of the song, I save it to the computer. I keep the copyrights. In case you didn't know, when you purchase a subscription of Music GPT, you get access to the copyright. This is important if you're going to post music on YouTube. The copyright is your ownership, and you can validate to YouTube, hey, I own this song. Now, there's some other issues going on right now with YouTube where people steal your music and they reuse it and they upload it to Spotify and all this crap, and they're trying to spite you. And there's a lot of BS going on in the world right now. So you will have to fight and struggle a little bit. But it's worth it to me because I'm passionate about this. I love making the music. So there's still a lot of forethought that goes into developing this kind of content and a lot of work that goes into it. Just because you're using AI doesn't mean that you're not thinking and you're not trying to figure out how to make the best content and put out the best content for your subscribers or viewers. It's not really for them. I'm trying to make music that I would listen to, that I would like, because in my mind, I believe out there in the world somewhere, there's somebody like me who likes what I like. And so I try to create from that perspective and that point of view. Okay. Now, I get feedback. People give me feedback. People say, hey, could you make something like this? Like if you look at my channel right now, Let me go to my other channel. Let me go to Elite AI channel. If you look at this particular um, come on, man, view your channel. So if you look at this particular one here, this meditation one, this was a request that I got. Somebody said, "Hey, can you make?" I only have 8 views. Imagine that somebody made a request, but only 8 views. So I have 8 views. Oh, that's because I have one that's like about 8 hours long. It was a live that. So usually the strategy I use is I will post a 1 hour version because I also post to Rumble, and Rumble only takes an hour. And then if it's anything more than that, I just go live on a loop so that it runs 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever. And that meets your stream views plus your lives and whatever. So I fulfill those two needs. And that's another strategy you could talk about at another time. But that's kind of what I've been sticking to right now. So you'll often see two versions of the same thing. You'll see the 1 hour version, which is the complete edited from beginning to end, and then you'll see the long live version that's on a loop for 8 hours or whatever. Because some people just want to click play and let it play in the background while they're doing whatever they're doing, you know? And I get that. So I have to cater to that audience. And I got requests from people for a meditative piano type. So I did it. I created it. And this is the finished product. Water flowing, piano in the background. And as you can see, different scenery. That's supposed to be me right there. I wanted to, you can call it me being full of myself or whatever. I don't care. I'm just trying to create my own brand and put my branding on everything because I love me. I don't care what you say. If you're gonna put yourself out in the world, you need to love yourself, man. And that's the message I hope I get through to my content. Okay. So that's an example of a request that I got from somebody. So I made the effort, I put in the work. It took me about 3 days to really make this and put it together. Now, did I get a lot of critique about it? Yes, I did. People were quick to criticize, but that's okay. That's part of being a creator. You have to put it out there and you need to be able to know what to listen to, when to listen to it, if it's valid, if it's just somebody's personal opinion, or if you think you can incorporate it on your next build. So what I did was I took a spreadsheet and I made, a list of things that people told me, and I said, okay, I'm going to implement this on my next one. And then I try to get at least 5 or 6 different opinions from 5 or 6 different areas. You're going to get one opinion from your family, you're going to get one opinion from friends, and you're going to get an opinion from the random public. And between that, I try to gauge or estimate which one has more pull. And that's how I implement into my next creation. But most importantly, I try to put me in it. It has to come from my soul. Like it has to be like my idea, my creativity, my thinking, my thoughts, my expression. And that's the key part. You use AI, but are you using AI to express you, who you are, your identity, your thing, right? So I go into Flova and Flova. So let me tell you the cool thing about Flova. Again, I am not a sponsor. I don't make any money from Flova. Flova basically takes everything I just showed you right there and does it for you. They have a little AI thing on the right side. And I would say, here's the song. I want you to generate key checkpoints, blah, 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 blah. It goes through the whole, look, this is how much work we did. I'm just scrolling the AI assistant for you to see the amount of work. I need loopable imagery for island life, Trinidad and Tobago, highlighting the culture, West Indian Caribbean experience of carnival, foodie vibes, travel, tropical paradises, neighbors sharing and looking out for each other, markets, school children, maxi taxi travel, parang singers, parades, taxis picking up and dropping people. Oh, my spelling was bad on that. And any other imagery you can find relating to the culture of Trinidad and Tobago. This with the occasional calypso singer in between. I want to be able to use this imagery for any song like this. The thinking I have here is this costs money. If you look up here, there's credits. So you get 2,000 credits per month with their subscription, their cheapest subscription. And I've already used up, you see that much, just to generate this music video. These are all the assets that remember I talked about assets? It generated video assets for me. And then it created the actual video at the end, which looks like this. wasn't looking too good.
Sweet. Everything feels right. From Port of Spain to every line tonight. We culture shining bright. Wind your waist, feel the bass. You know this scene. Give me the thing, handle it clean. Every soul we meet, respect them heart. We culture strong, that's our work of art. Lime up your crew, let the rhythm flow. Conscious loving, how we can never show. Unity, joy, laughter in the street.
We culture,
Got the sweetest beat,
we culture.
got the sweetest beat.
I would say that that's pretty good. So Flova AI built this entire thing out for me. This saved me so much time. Now the only problem in my mind right now is AI is still costly. You remember in the old days when cell phones were now coming out, you had to buy a phone card to use minutes on your cell phone. Right now AI is in the minutes phase or credit stage. So you have to pay for every one of these images that was created uses a certain amount of credits that get burnt up here on the side. So keep that in mind. It's expensive right now. So this music video, I'll give you a final total cost at the end of it when I publish it. But it's probably, if I add up my ChatGPT subscription, my Music GPT subscription, my Sora subscription, my Flova AI subscription, my Grok subscription, you're gonna come out with a cost in the end that is probably somewhere around maybe $50 to generate this particular video that I'm working on here, which, by the way, is a steal of a deal. Think about that. You could now generate a piece of content that will cost you $50. That probably would have cost some production company $10,000, $20,000 to produce. Camera, lights, set design, costume, videographer, right? Every aspect of this would be affected by that. What we got here? Somebody coming by my garage. You know the ring doorbell every time it go off. You know what's going on. Anyway, so that's the point I want to make about this, right? So Flova AI, great. It really helped me to get my game step up, and every day I'm using these platforms. I'm learning something new about how to become more efficient because efficiency really matters in this game of content creation. Next, so I finished the video. This is the final product. This is the video. You guys see the final product, right? I don't want to show you too much because when I actually launch the video, I want to surprise you guys. So we get that. Now, when it develops it, it actually gives the audio to each one of the files, but you have to mute it. But that's another thing. So now I have the video, and then I thought to myself, I want to make this like our legitimate music video. So why not put myself in it? This is my content. Why I can't be the actor in my video? No, I don't have no money to buy a plane ticket and fly down to Trinidad and film walking through Piaco and pay to put myself in a music video. I have the next best thing, Sora. So I went to Sora and I told Sora, hey, look at how long these. This is me coming in the airport. I want you to check out.
It's great to be back home after so long.
Now, it's a little corny, eh? So I'm telling you one time, I am going to edit a lot of this footage because one, I don't like how my voice sounds. Two, that look a little bit distorted. You think that look like me? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. It's close enough. But the point is, I was like, okay, I could have an intro for this. The intro could be I land in Trinidad and I started working up the scenario in my head. And as I reach in Trinidad, I get into a taxi. And as I taking off, the taxi will press play. And then the music video will begin. And the music video will have me looking out the window on my journey to wherever I'm going and really taking in the scenery of Trinidad and Tobago. Because every person who comes back to Trinidad and Tobago after living abroad for a long time, there's a certain magic that comes into you, a certain nostalgia that hits you. And I started really thinking like a producer. I started thinking like a creative director. All right. I went and I started writing up all these look at how elaborate. Now in Sora, when you add yourself to Sora, there's a at and then there's your name here, right? This is how you get yourself inserted into the video. And if you look at all of this, this is basically just your entire what's the word I'm looking for? Prompt, right? This is how detailed I get with my prompts. Now, I didn't like this one so much, so I went back and I created a different one. I said, let me try another one instead. Let's try this one.
Great to be back home after so long.
Now, of course, I could tell you AI struggles a lot to get details right. For example, we look at the van here in this corner here, right? You saw how that van had did a weird turn. And the other thing was the music don't match the island. We don't have that kind of music. And then the last thing was my voice. It couldn't talk. I mean, it was pretty okay. So I could use this footage, and I probably will use the footage, but not in the way that Sora created it for me. This is where CapCut comes into play. Look at this crap. I want to show you some of the dumb crap I have to deal with AI. Look at this one. Look at where I sit on.
Boss man, where you going?
Take me to the best doubles, you know.
What the heck is that? That's the type of crap you have to deal with AI. I had to go back and rewrite this whole thing and figure out what the heck I do wrong here, right? Just to try and get a good taxi scene, which ended up. And look at this taxi scene too.
Morning, boss. Morning, partner. Pour some Spain, please. No problem. Toss a bag in there. Thanks for waiting.
I close the trunk.
You good? Good to go.
I sit down like that.
Rolling.
I have no trunk. I have no trunk. This is the type of crap you have to work with AI. Now, beautiful thing is, I already see how I could chop up this video and take the clips or the pieces I want to make the scene I want. And then I'll probably use this microphone to do my voiceover. And then I'll probably take the exact same track or calypso and have that as a backtrack in the beginning to prep you for the music video that coming, right? My intro shouldn't be more than about a half a minute to a minute, at least 60 seconds before the music video starts. So that's my plan. So now I have all this stuff. I downloaded all this stuff. I got it saved on my hard drive, even though the cloud probably took it off the hard drive already. Another story for another day, right? So I got all my scenes created. Now it's time to create my music video. So I'm going to minimize that. Close that. Confirm. Create a project. Let me start from scratch, eh? All right, so I create a project. I'm gonna bring in all the footage that I made on Sora. So I probably created a bunch. Hopefully it'll be, here we go. Here's all the airport landing footage. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Did I save that last one? Let me see if I saved that. I didn't save this one.
I always forget how the light feels here. The palms, the colors, all of it reminds me of being a kid. Look.
Yeah, that corny as hell. I don't want to use that. I'm not using that audio, eh? Letting you know one time. So I got that. I'm gonna go back to import. Yeah, look the scene. I just added this one. Now I need to I'm streaming live, and then I need to go to here. I'm looking for the music video I downloaded, which is probably going to be desktop music GPT. I'm looking for an MP4 video, Trini, We Culture, MP4. Where is it? Look at there. We Culture T&T, right? That's the one I created on Flover. Open. So now here's the plan. I am going to take all this stuff, try to figure out how to make a coherent video. So let's start the video with coming to Trinidad. Nah, I ain't like that one. That the one I don't like. Let's go with this one.
Great to be back home after so long.
Right, I will fix that, right? First, the next scene I want is the taxi scene, right? So
Yeah, boy. I reach. Morning, boss.
so I'll go choose this one here. But here's where it gets tricky.
Morning, boss. Morning, partner. Pour some Spain, please. No problem. Toss it back in there. Thanks for waiting. Time.
You see that? I'd have cut that. So now I need to go back here like this. I'll probably open the door. I'll cut that piece right there.
You good? Good to go. All right.
Right there. Cut that. All right. And then we had the open trunk problem. So it cut. So I need to, I'll probably go right there and stop. And then chop it right there. This is the type of crap you have to deal with AI, man. It's like there's no consistency. And then I'll go all the way to like right there. And I'll chop it there. Delete that one. So now I should have some kind of
For waiting. Anytime. All right, we rolling.
right. I'll leave in the airport. What else could I put? Let us maybe
This tune bad, yes.
nah. What else I could put, boy? Let me try this one. I will try this piece here. I'll chop.
Yeah, boy.
Chop that right there. That's too long, right? I'll delete that bad boy.
Reach. Then we bust a lime later now.
What do you think about that? Maybe I'll delete that right there. Okay. So I have that. Here's my plan. I think what I want to do is, and I don't think I could do it with the live running because I using the mixer to transmit the live. So I don't think I'll be able to do it with you guys. But I'm just gonna do the raw cut. Let me just do the raw cut. And then my next plan was to have this scene be this guy going like this. Right, yeah. I'll chop that. Okay. I'll go use these scenes for other parts of the video. And I'll chop that off right there. right? So and now that I have the rough cut done, now I need to do the rough cut. I told you because I can't do the audio that I want to do because I'm on the. Right? So I got that there. Let me go ahead and bring the music video in. So the guy plays the music video and the music video starts, right? So this is the rough cut. Now, guys, I'm gonna end the live here soon because I just wanted to give you a preliminary rundown of how my editing creative process works. I did all of this way. The reason why I wanted to show you guys this is that it takes time to make these videos. It takes a lot of your mental energy and focus and creativity and thinking like a producer. And don't ever let anybody diminish your creativity because you have no idea how many times I will be showing my work to somebody and they say things like, "Oh, you use AI. Oh, you this." And they try to brush it off or play it off like it's not. It costs money. It costs time. It costs your creative energy. It costs you trying to sit down here and think and try to figure out like what would I enjoy listening to or what would make me feel good. And I wanted to give something back to Trinidad and Tobago. I wanted something that felt like, carnival season is here. So I started working on some carnival pieces that I wanted to share. My mother actually inspired this because she gave me a song that she wrote and that led me down this creating a whole bunch of different soca songs and calypsos and things like that. So, but I just wanted to share with you this creative process just so you kind of see the kind of work that goes into this. And it takes time to really get efficient and to build a momentum and to keep going. And there are people out there who will criticize you for using AI. That's okay. That's on them. That's just their fear speaking, or maybe they just, I don't know, they just don't understand it, or they think that it diminishes your creativity. I don't see it that way. I see AI as helping you to express yourself better, you know? So let's just do the raw cut beginning, see how it goes, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. I will launch it on the channel so you guys will see the finished product and also on my Chocolingo Vibes channel as well and Elite 8 AI music channel. Okay, let's play it back.
Great to be back home after so long.
Morning, boss. Morning, partner. Pour some Spain, please. No problem. Toss it back in there. Thanks for waiting. Anytime. All right, we rolling.
Yeah, boy, I reach. Let me bust a lime later now.
We culture, we hold it tight. Vibe so sweet, everything feels right. From Porto.
Okay, right. That's it for my demonstration today. I will show you guys the finished product. If you're interested, stay tuned on the channel. I'll share with you guys that. And pretty much you will see the finished product, right? And at the end of it, I like to put a little signature that this was a Elite 8 AI video. So I always go to I add something at the end, that kind of signature that shows it's me. And all my videos you'll see that. Like I'll put something like this, you know. Or maybe I'll put something like where's my other favorite one I like to use? There's one I like to use at the end where it's like this one.
I could honestly stay here forever.
Me too. The water feels absolutely amazing today.
Right? And that's just my signature because I want to brand my work. So it's just an example of something you could do. If you want to make some content, you come up with your own thing. Like there's no limit to what you could develop and create. And like I said, this is just basically taking your idea and thousands of dollars you would spend traveling, buying a ticket, getting a videographer, doing this, doing that, setting up the scene. I could do it with AI. It doesn't take away or diminish my creativity. It just allows me to express myself more freely, if that makes sense. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Follow me, subscribe, share, however you can contribute. It helps me to keep going. Guys, this is not free. It's costing me money. Like I have to pay for all these different programs that I'm using. And right now, hopefully costs will go down. But all you need to do, just subscribe, leave a comment. If you have an idea you would like me to work on or build that you think would be great, reach out, let me know. I will even collaborate with you if you are in the media space or a content creator or somebody who has an idea and you want to develop this idea together. I will work with you. Um, Use the links in the description if you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee. There is a link where you can donate. Even $1 will help me. Whatever way you can contribute to the channel and to the vision and to the mission. And eventually, as I go, I want to create courses that will help other up and coming creators to be able to do these things for themselves and their families. And if you think that would be a great course series to launch, go ahead and leave a comment. Click like, share, send this to someone you know who think this will be interesting to share with them. And with that, I'll leave you guys and thank you for watching.